Hey guys, welcome back to Working Aussie's Homestead. I'm Jordan and today we are going to review how our April budget went and check out what the budget brings in for May. Let's get started. If you watched last month's budget, you will know that we talked about how sometimes when we do the budget, we just need to pray about it and just know that God's got us and that He will make a way. When we finished April's budget, we were negative $2,600 and we didn't quite know how that money would come in. We had faith. We knew that God's got us. Let me tell you, He answers some prayers. And so I hope that today's budget video inspires you and gives you a little bit of faith to keep working hard and just make it happen. So before this storm rolls in, I'm gonna get started and we're gonna pull up our EveryDollar budgeting app. I have my budget already written out here and we're gonna go over everything. So I'm gonna pull up EveryDollar. If you're new, I'll leave a link down in the description below. It's an awesome app you can use on your phone or on a desktop. We love it because as we're on the go, we can just go ahead and put expenses in as we pay for them. And it might get rained out. It's just starting to rain. All right, so looking over at the very top, it says we are $665.63 in the green, which is just mind-blowing. So that means that we counterbalance that and brought in an extra $3,200 this month, which is just wild. So I will start off by saying that God answers prayers, and if you don't believe it, this month is a perfect example of that. So we have Starbucks in here. The original budget plan for Starbucks was actually only going to be $300. So Josh brought in an extra $402.62. We also brought in extra with the puppies because our last puppy was picked up. So her new family got married and went on their honeymoon, which is why we had her a few extra weeks. Started here for some extra socializing and training. So she was picked up, so that money, the remaining balance left on her, was paid. We also watched a couple dogs last month. So that is in here for boarding. We only had $100 in here for income from Working Aussie's Homestead. And we were able to bring in an extra $152, which was awesome. So that's in here. And then I went above our goal for Red Robin. The goal was $1,600. I brought in $1,864.38. So if we can do it, you can definitely do it. But all of the expenses were pretty much the same. We spent extra on groceries. Josh has been in charge of groceries, and we're still working out the kinks on that, but he's doing really good. I'm so proud of him as being the stay-at-home dad. He's doing an awesome job, not only with Scout, but also with this amazing garden behind me. If you did not, go and check out our recent garden video. It was the first garden tour of 2023. I seriously might get rained out. But we'll just push through for a little bit longer if I can. But all of the expenses were the same otherwise. We spent less in gas, which was awesome. We spent a little bit more on feed, but that'll cover us most of May. We did go ahead and add 2 more rabbits as we lost our recent litter. So that is in here. We also had our sheep sheared this morning, actually. When you watch this video, it would have been yesterday. And so that was $115. Super easy process. We're really glad we hired some pros. It took them 20 minutes to shear all 3 of our sheep, which I just thought was amazing. And then we also purchased more compost for the garden. So that is in here. The vet visit was a little bit more expensive, but again, it was one of those where we had faith. I spent $1,066 at the vet and it was all covered and we were okay. So we had that in here. Scout's doctor's appointment. I also had some personal things, health insurance, and then the loan. So The extra $665 did go back into the account, so that way we can use that to go and pay off our final debt once we're ready to pull the trigger. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into May. And if you are new to EveryDollar, it does copy and paste everything from the previous month. So we're just gonna go ahead and start from the top and go down. So Starbucks, our goal for the month is gonna be 600. All right, and then we have some balances on here. Boarding, we're going to watch a few pups for a few days. So that's in here. Working Aussies Homestead. So this is going to be a combo. So our farmers market starts this month. We are offering a butchering class, which it's not too late to sign up if you're interested. That is going to be May 13th here at Working Aussies Homestead. It's going to be from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we are going to help teach the ethical process of butchering pasture-raised chickens. Come and learn. It's $20 per person. Lunch is provided. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But that is going to be part of our homestead budget, as well as we're offering some CSA boxes. So we do have 4 families signed up for that. So it's going to be a combination for Working Aussies Homestead for income. So instead of $252, we are going to expect, let's see, we're going to do $740 is going to be our expected budget for Working Aussies Homestead. Red Robin, we're going to put in $1,800 here. I think that that's a reasonable goal considering I met that goal this past month. And then we are also going to be getting a check from YouTube. So thank you again so much for watching this video. If you are not, go and hit that subscribe button. Here's a little reminder. So we're expecting $150. All right. I believe that is our income for the month of May. So we're gonna go through and get this started. Mortgage is the same, obviously. Water is gonna be $47.40. So it went up just a little bit. Natural gas is the same. Electricity went up $2. So $210.53. Trash, we're gonna put in 42. Phone is the same, storage unit is the same, internet's the same. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We're gonna do $350 for groceries. Okay. Gas, we're gonna just do $500 again. That way it covers it. We aren't doing any vehicle maintenance. Okay, scroll back on down. We're gonna do $200 for feed. I think that that's reasonable. Ooh. I think the heavy rain is coming. It might actually be rained out. Oh yeah, it's coming. Woo! Okay, yep. This will be an exciting video. Alright guys, I'm back outside to finish this video after that wild crazy rainstorm. I got soaked because I had to go and check on some of the animals, make sure everybody was out of harm's way. So we're gonna get back in to finishing up this budget. All right, so we were looking at the homestead section. So feed is gonna be $200. Adobe is $10.69. Real dog box is the same, $72. doTERRA, we're gonna bump it back up to $150. Schoolhouse Life is in here. We're not doing the sheep shearing anymore, or we don't need to do it again. Okay, scroll back down. All right, so compost, we do not need to get compost. However, I am going to change this. This is gonna be $600 in here, and we're gonna rename it Totes. So we need to finish putting up our IVC totes for our rain catchment systems. So we do plan to do that here in May. We were supposed to do it for our goals in April, but obviously that did not happen, and we did a couple other things instead. So those are now accounted for in here. We're gonna take the vet visit off. We don't need to go again, which is nice because that saves us some money there. And then the dog and cat food is going to be $268.24. Okay, Jim is in there. Scout, we're gonna take her doctor's appointment off because we don't have another one this month. Health insurance is actually going to be $150, which is nice. The loan is in here. I'm gonna take this off. All right, let's see, where are we over budget? Gas, insurance, feed, totes, health insurance, loan. All right, so this is gonna be $510.88. All right, guys, well, there you have it. There is our month of May. So with $153.72 left to budget, this rain is still up in the tree above me, so it's coming down. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this last month inspired you to get started with your budget and be creative with those forms of income. I know that it can seem scary sometimes, but have a little faith. Plan, prepare yourself. When you make your budget, make attainable goals if you do not have the same amount of income every month. That way, when you make more, it's just icing on the cake and your budget is already accounted for. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you next time.